Now we have our new task that's just come through. So in here, we can open this up. We can, of course, assign it to a user if we need to. So you can certainly go through and assign it. Let's assign it to me. I'll be the one doing the work today. So we've assigned it to myself. I'm going to go ahead and create a transaction now for this particular asset. So under your transaction tab, I have my asset code. So again, that code is very important and the description is very important. I can just simply type in bed and that bed will populate here. Now keep in mind on the asset part as well, you can add an image of the actual bed and it will pull up into this area as well so that you just have that imagery of what you're working on and you can verify that that is the bed that you in fact need to add the parts. So in here, we can have configured parts. We don't currently have configured parts. As I mentioned, we will talk about configuring parts and how all of that works when we do our parts webinar next month. So I'm just going to click on any, and I'm going to go down and let's find a part that we need for this bed. Right here is the bed wheels. So let's go ahead and say we need to change 4 of the wheels on this bed. We're going to add 4. Once we've done that, we can hit OK. And you can see here we have a running total of 119.96. So that's taken all 4 wheels into account. Now we can add a vendor. So if we needed to, we could certainly put in the vendor that we are or who's helping us work with this. So we had Michael's beds in here. I'm just going to try and find that. Bear with me. Right there, Michael's bed supply. Now, you can also add in a GL code. So if your accounting department has GL codes for you, you can put those in that coincide with the particular work order that you're doing. A meter, this would be great for vehicles. So you can put the odometer reading in here every time you're working on that particular vehicle. Labor, amount, tax. This is great for when a vendor provides you with a invoice. You can put their amounts in here and it will start to calculate the full total of what this costing is. Now, the vendor just supplied the bed which we've already purchased, so we're going to leave that blank for the moment. Once we've done that, we're going to go back to our details side and we're going to close out this work order in 3 easy steps. So close, it's taken us 35 minutes to complete, and we're going to just make sure we put our note in. And important to know, make sure that you're always checking off your timestamp. This will allow anybody going into the system to know when this was done, who did it, and of course the time. Now that that's completed, we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit save, and we've just closed out that work order. Going back into our cabinet where our assets are housed, we can certainly go in and just look up the bed. We'll open this up. And under this transaction tab, we've created a transaction. So now you can see that we've completed the task, the total amount in parts that we've spent. If the vendor did charge us for his amount, that would populate here. And we also have the time or duration that we spent on this. You can double click and open up this. Oh, this won't open up. I know why. It's the only one that I have. If you have multiples, you'll be able to open them up and determine which is which. So that is your asset transaction. So creating that task, putting the transaction to the asset and reporting on that in here.